Does Tom Lee really care about BMNR investors, in particular retail investors? We're going to talk about that. So I posted my most recent video, guys. A lot of you guys enjoyed it, the truth behind BMNR's share offering crash. And a lot of you guys say that the price tanked because Ethereum went down, but I do believe a lot of the uh, price crash is due to the dilution, guys. And the reason why is simply because the share count absolutely skyrocketed. Okay, so last time I had checked previously before Tom Lee issued those shares at $70 and then the warrants, okay, with the strike price at $85. Okay, the amount of shares outstanding has absolutely skyrocketed. Okay, so currently right now, after that offering, the amount of shares outstanding for BMNR is 279 million, guys. Okay, that's up sharply from just about 173 million shares outstanding. So the share count has absolutely skyrocketed. Okay, it's up like over about almost, yeah, I'd say we take a look how much that share count is up exactly. Do some quick math here. We're going to do 279 million divided by 173 million. So I did some real quick math, guys. So the shares outstanding is up about 60%. So anytime you increase the share count of any equity by 60%, pretty much overnight in order to buy Ethereum, that's going to put a lot of downward pressure on the stock. And we can see that the stock sold off for 3 days straight. You guys can see here on Monday, September 22nd, okay, Tuesday, September 23rd, and Wednesday, September 24th. So, but the good news is that it's bottomed. So, guys, let's talk about, let's be real here, okay? A lot of you guys that don't believe Tom cares about shareholders, I think you guys are wrong. Okay, BMNR is really a generational hold, in my opinion. The more and more I learn about Ethereum, the more and more I realize that I've been completely wrong about it. Okay, and the reason I've been completely wrong about it is because I've been traditionally a Bitcoin enthusiast, a Bitcoin maxi, and I always thought, well, with 21 million Bitcoin, it's just better savings. But the thing about Ethereum is that even though Ethereum supply isn't necessarily capped, okay, it is fixed, guys. And it's important to realize that BMNR has done something that no other company has been able to do. They've been able to scale their Ethereum holdings aggressively. So we take a look here on Blockworks. You guys can see this one. It's Ethereum holdings by company. So let's just dig into this chart. So take a look at the growth here, okay? If Tom Lee didn't care about BMNR investors, why would he make it so BMNR has a massive competitive advantage? Okay, if you take a look here, right, back in June and July, all these companies were starting basically at the same spot. Okay, July 9th, BMNR only had 81,000 Ethereum. Okay, at that point, SBET, guys, so SBET, that's Sharp Link Gaming. Okay, they had 200,000 Ethereum. Okay, so at one point earlier this year, SharpLink had twice as much Ethereum as BMNR. But what Tom Lee has done, guys, is he's ensured that our company has a moat, right? A competitive advantage against other Ethereum treasury companies. And he's also ensured that the company is acquiring the Ethereum as cheaply as possible. So Tom Lee's done a fantastic job of scaling Ethereum holdings quickly. Why? Because he cares about shareholders, because he wants to ensure that just like MSTR and Strategy has a massive lead in the Bitcoin treasury companies race, he wants to ensure that BMNR has a lead in the Ethereum treasury companies race. And he's done that by being aggressive with his deal making, okay? So what this has done is this allowed BMNR to really stack money, okay? So first of all, they've exceeded over 2% the Ethereum network holdings. They have 2.4 million Ethereum, and total crypto and cash together is 11 billion. So we kind of just break down exactly what they have. Okay, so as of this press release, the company's holding 2.4 million of Ethereum. Okay, now that's obviously that value's down a little bit. Okay, because Ethereum's down a little bit. 192 Bitcoin, $175 million stake in 8 co-holdings, ORBS, and about 345 million in cash. And the phenomenal thing is that the company's able to done all of this in just a little bit under 3 months. Okay. So what does all of this alpha that Tom Lee has accomplished as chairman of BitMine in just 3 months, right? Stacked Ethereum, got a lucrative stake in another company, okay? Lucrative, very lucrative stake in ACO. ACO is stacking WorldCoin, okay? WorldCoin, that's the project that was co-founded by and backed by Sam Altman, founder of OpenAI, okay? And the company already has a nice cash balance, right? It still has a little bit of Bitcoin. You know, all of this is accretive. It's been done so quickly, okay? It took Michael Saylor a really long time to acquire, you know, Strategy's Bitcoin. And Tom Lee's been able to do this within less than 3 months, guys. I think it's ridiculous to think he doesn't care about it. In fact, he cares about it too much because he's being so aggressive and he's being so accretive in his decision making that's adding value to the balance sheet. So how do I know it's adding value to the balance sheet? Well, you know, we can just simply take a look at BitMine's year-to-date returns because returns don't lie. So BitMine now is up 600% year-to-date, guys, okay? Back in June, the stock price was 4%. It's already did a 10x. So he's already 10x people that were in earlier. And like I said, it's accumulating a big base here. I expect another breakout way past $140. You guys watching my channel, you know that my price target is about $420. That could lead into Q1 as well because that's historically strong for Ethereum. But if this company can approach and break out from its previous highs of 140, why would we not trust him? All he's done is made us money and stacked a bunch of Ethereum and built up this company in record time in less than 3 months, which is absolutely phenomenal. He's been able to basically accomplish what took MicroStrategy, now called Strategy, years in less than 3 months. That right there, actions alone, should build trust. The fact that he was able to sell the shares at a higher price to the institutions than the market price and buy Ethereum right before Ethereum's about to break out, probably well past $5,000, $10,000 in this bull run, has been absolutely phenomenal. He has no reason to lose our trust until a couple of things happen. Okay, the first thing is heavy insider selling. So there hasn't been any. Tom Lee himself hasn't, he's not pulling the trigger and selling any of his stake. He's not dumping on us. That would probably be the main reason that we would lose trust in. The second thing would be is that we saw that the company wasn't focused on Ethereum per share and acquiring Ethereum. If they got sidetracked by other projects or just, basically stopped buying Ethereum, that would mean that he would stop caring about us. An example of that would be like what happened with the whole, GameStop AMC saga, where the AMC CEO had a chance to, really save the company. He didn't care, right? So, Adam Aaron, the guy over at AMC. So this is completely different, okay? Tom Lee is, he's been a phenomenal guy, and he's really helped transform this company in record time. The amount that he's done in such a short period of time is ridiculous. So like I said, guys, really no reason to get frustrated, okay? With Ethereum down under 4K as of recording this video, I think BMNR at $50 is a fantastic dip buy. We can step back a little bit, okay, here and take a look at the daily chart. We see right dipping below the RSI is sold off a bunch. The sentiment for crypto is negative. This is not something that Tom Lee did. This is a market-wide sell-off. September is historically the worst month for stocks and crypto anyway, so I don't expect sentiment to be high. I expect BMR to fly, guys. I'm still holding options, still holding shares. Like I said, until I see heavy insider selling, I don't see any reason to lose trust in Tom Lee, because all of the acquisitions and everything is accretive. So I think it's really cool what he's done with the company. I think he cares about us too much. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. It'd be really interesting to hear what you guys have to say. Like I said, if you guys enjoy this channel, please smash the subscribe button as well, and see you in the next one.